Go.
Welcome to episode 4, Long Mission.
This is long mission.
How long are we talking about?
I think this is like this the rest of this also in that episode. It's a 2
Oh,
episode
boy.
long mission.
Rocket launcher.
I
Oh.
thought that last mission as well, like last episode.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, this mission started last
Like-
episode and it's still going.
Like how? Because I noticed the fucking score tally right at the beginning of the part. So that was to signify that last. Are those like every single combat sequence?
Every single combat
Like a result
sequence, yeah.
screen? Okay, but is one mission like one setting?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so we're only in this location for one mission, and that's how long the mission is.
Yep, pretty sure.
Okay, but you just have result screens after every single combat sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. Cool.
Interesting.
So, I mean, it's not unheard of that some games do that.
I mean,
They just-
DMC5 scores you. Like, if you look at the bottom right, just not very noticeable if you don't look for it.
Like,
you
that-
see that.
But it's not like a fully fleshed out results screen after every single combat sequence. Because that will give you like a grade and like your time and all the points that you accumulated right at the end of a mission in that game.
Mm-hmm.
This one does it right after every combat sequence.
No helicopters. No such
So
thing.
it's yeah. So it's not unheard of that games will sometimes do that. Just give you a result screen after a certain sequence of a game.
Mhm.
And not just like accumulation at the end of the mission. But
Nice.
Nice moves. How about the blow? Why is the helicopter dazed?
Because
Yeah, the helicopter's dizzy. It's hard to stay in the air consistently.
yeah.
This game is unrealistic. 0 out of 10.
There's fucking
Zero.
AIs that can control fucking helicopters. What part of it is really realistic?
oh yeah, I hate that the game about the fucking cyborg ninja is not realistic. 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
The game with walking battle tanks with is not realistic. 0 out of 10.
You know, eventually walking battle tanks might become a reality.
Maybe. The way that AI is going, probably.
Most likely,
Well,
but
you never know.
I mean, we have self-driving cars. Soon we're gonna have self-driving tanks.
Self-driving cars that will crash you into a fucking pavement, into a railing.
You sure?
I mean, yeah, but the more progress of time will come, then the progress of technology
AI
and everything.
is not fast enough to actually drive your cars.
Yeah, anyways. If we keep going the direction that we're going, then surely one day it will.
One day, but not in our lifetime.
I don't know. Technology has been evolving faster than people can probably make out. Fucking, like, this is a fucking PS3 game. Let's just take a look at these graphics and look at PS5 graphics now. It's almost night and day.
Almost. Keyword being almost.
Almost. There are some similarities, like... Well, I think we're getting to a point now where we can finally see the jagginess of some 7th-gen games now, especially the early 7th-gen games. But even like late 7th-gen stuff is almost similar to that of like PS4 games.
You know, speaking of games evolving, But I feel like we're never gonna have a moment in our lifetime when games make a leap in technology, because I feel like sooner or later, with this current console generation, I feel like it's peaking, like it's going to peak at some point. If it hasn't already.
In visual graphics, yeah. In mechanics, probably not.
It's one of those things that's it's too hard to say.
Yeah,
Because like I remember people saying like graphics peaked with the PS4, but now I see these PS5 games come out and they look like you can count the pores on someone's skin, someone's face, you know?
yeah,
You can do that now. But I guess yeah, what's after that? What would PS6 graphics look like? Okay, then
You can see
maybe
how
you have
big or
something
strong
going there.
is through their
Like,
pants.
I mean, we're kind of starting to reach a point where, like, you know, I feel like graphics are already like really good. I feel like there's not really too much more we can, like, how much more realistic can we make a video game look?
That is true. That
Carlos,
is true,
Carl-
but
Carlos, did I hear you correctly? The PS6 to offer Baldur's Gate 4, you can see the veins in their cocks.
Well, so you can see how big their schlong is through their pants.
okay, well, at least Baldur's Gate 3 is, I guess, proof that we still have yet to peak, because if that game is amazing in so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
But there's another issue I was also worried about. Not in terms of consoles and graphical but not in terms of technology, but in some franchises that where their upcoming games are so good, you wonder how it's gonna get better. Like, for example, what made me worry about Tears of the Kingdom is that it's so good, like almost too good, that I'm worried that how is Nintendo going to top this? And then they showed the new Zelda game, which was a very interesting idea. So yeah, that caught me by surprise.
I mean, this is the whole thing I saw also with like how, you know, kind of talking about and explaining why Nintendo doesn't do the kind of thing that Sony and Microsoft do with just making, you know, better consoles with better graphics and stuff like that and whatever. Because Nintendo, in terms of, you know, like, you know, in terms of their hardware, has always kind of been behind on the times. Like, even now, the Switch is hard, like, you know, the technology in the Switch is like a decade old at this point.
Not quite, but it was because they released the Switch early so they could, you know, save their wallets from the bankruptcy decision that was the Wii U.
Yep.
But yeah, no, they were early on that, so that's why the Switch technology is 7 years old at this point.
Yeah, but even still, like they did the same kind of thing with like the Wii, like, you know, like the Wii in comparison to the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, you know, which were like, you were like 720p, and like the Wii was only like fucking 480. Like, even still, they were like behind in terms of like, you know, graphic capabilities, but that's never really like hurt them.
Yeah, no, like that's yes, it's never been their priority. They always like they
prioritize making good games.
That is true, but
good games, but it's just but for
that's why they don't good game and suing their fans.
They like make good games and they try to make like unique experiences where, you know, whereas like Microsoft and, you know, and like Sony with like the new PlayStations and Xboxes, like, you know, they're always just trying to, you know, go the next step up, you know, get more realistic graphics and stuff. And it's like we're kind of getting to a point now where like that's starting to kind of bite them in the ass, because like development time, it takes forever. It takes forever for, you know, for like at least like half a decade, you know, to like make a game for, you know, and we're kind of getting close to like the, you know, like the billion kind of mark, you know, for in terms of like budget. And so like it like making games gets really expensive and takes a really long time, but Nintendo doesn't really have that issue because, you know, they're just
making,
inherently
like,
working on like less powerful hardware.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like say like going back to that Zelda example actually is like they're equivalent to like a big budget AAA Sony Microsoft thing would be the Zelda Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
But yeah,
That's like
but
what,
then they
3 years?
also had some uh but between those two games was 6 years. Um yeah, Breath of the Wild was 17, Tears was 23.
Mhm.
But yeah, they had some side projects with that franchise as well to like tide fans over because I think it was like
Yeah.
it's 2019 or 20 that they came out with the Link's Awakening remake, and then that it was like that's a very small project that they are
Mhm.
working on, and that was fun, and that satiated a lot of people's needs for the moment. And I'm sure it was a separate development team, so the people working on Tears of the Kingdom weren't pulled away from their work. And then again, we're in a year after Tears of the Kingdom, and they just revealed their new little Zelda project. Was
Where
it
you actually play as Zelda.
right? Exactly. What
The
if
Legend of
Zelda?
Link.
Yeah, yeah, that's
I saw
oh.
I saw the meme. It was like, what if Zelda was a girl?
Actually,
I feel like some people really do think that Link is Zelda.
Some people who've never touched a Zelda game probably, yeah.
yeah. There's a fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah. So after that Zelda game was released, I've been seeing like a lot of memes about it. You know that one meme of The Simpsons where Homer is taking a bath, and Bart just hits him
Oh,
over the
yeah.
head. Yeah, hits him over the head with a chair. Yeah, that meme, but it's just the faces of oh what
Oh,
oh
I think Josh's internet just crashed.
he died.
Let's go!
Uh,
Anyways,
yeah, it's just that video, but no, but with the faces of Zelda and Ganon, with Ganon being Homer and Zelda just Bart just hitting over the head.
yeah, I saw one that was like the SpongeBob scene. It's like, wait, where'd you get that piano?
Oh, oh yeah, there's also another one where it's that scene from the first Shrek movie where they were fighting all the knights, and the woman says, "The chair, hit him with the chair."
Yeah.
I'm heading for the refinery.
So, Josh, did your internet crap out? Or
Yeah, my
something?
internet kind of had a seizure for a moment.
Let's go!
There he is! There's my favorite white boy!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also here's an important question that's been baffling me: who the fuck is making the new Mario and Luigi game?
No,
I'm
clue.
pretty sure it's not Alpha Dream.
Yeah, no,
it
because they
can't-
went bankrupt.
Yeah, it can't be
Yeah.
Alpha. Maybe, and this is just a big if. But what if it's another team that has some people that worked at Alpha Dream.
Could be.
Oh,
That'd
maybe.
be cool.
That's sometimes the case with these kinds of games.
Yeah, because it's. Excuse me. It's nice that we get to see another game in the Mario and Luigi trademark franchise. Because that was the whole thing.
Yeah, the Mario RPG, kinds of fans have been eating fucking great. Like with the
yeah,
Mario
sure.
RPG remake, we have the Paper Mario remake, and now we have a new Mario and Luigi game.
I know it's crazy actually.
We are
But yeah.
we are living in an interesting timeline.
Very much
The
so. I
darkest
was actually
timeline.
surprised. I was surprised that Nintendo Direct was actually like an S tier Direct. I haven't seen one of those in years.
Honestly, it was pretty
Tell
good.
me about it. I went into the direct keeping my expectations low, and the one time I have low expectations is when, oh wow, these are some really great games.
No, wait, Metroid Prime 4 is real?
I thought they were gonna do like a remake of like the next Metroid Prime or something. I was like, "There's no way this is the fourth one."
I thought that was an April Fool's prank.
Strange, it's not April though.
They almost kind of similarly, honestly, with like that like Zelda, like like when I saw the art style of it, I was like, oh, is this gonna be like a Oracle's like remake or something?
Oh no, it's a brand new game. Yeah,
You know,
It's the same graphics and engine as that Link's Awakening remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought for a second it was gonna be like a A Link to the Past remake. For a second.
Yeah, because we don't already have one of those.
Wait, do we?
Well, technically, it's on the Game Boy Advance, but
No, technically it's the 3DS.
oh yeah.
I think I remember. Oh yeah, that's Link Between Worlds. But
yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind having a remaster of that game. That game is really good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It wasn't until I finished my second playthrough that I realized that we actually got like other weapons, so I just played with the sword the entire time.
Oh, you don't have to do it with the sword?
Yeah, there are technically other weapons that you can use. The sword one's just the only one they give you. Like, or the default.
Okay. But yeah, we saw you switch to that Stinger missile for that helicopter.
Yeah.
Because you get like when we killed the guy and we saw in the first part.
Yeah.
9/11 lover, you can get his weapon.
What do you mean, 9/11 lover?
That's all I'm gonna refer to him because that's all he is.
No, you have to explain. Did he die? Oh no, he didn't die.
No, yeah, no, he dies, but like, what's it called? You'll see in like future episodes.
Do we get a simulate 9?
No.
Oh, but that's the best part.
But that's the best part.
What fucking was it? Was it? I saw an article, or maybe it was a joke article. I don't know, but it was the Microsoft Flight Simulator, where the entire world is like you can fly in any timeline, you can do it in any year that you want, any era. And it was like, I would like to fly in this specific year called 2001.
Didn't they do a thing where if you go to the year 2001 and do that specific act, you get banned?
That might be what I'm thinking of.
I mean,
but if we did it in 2000, we won't get banned.
Yeah, you just have to wait a year.
That was surprisingly effective.
What, the grenade?
I was not expecting the fucking. I got caught off guard with the fucking grenade throw arc. It's like no way that. Okay, I guess the helicopter didn't move out of the way. Okay, whatever.
What? The helicopter didn't dodge fast? That's unrealistic.
I mean, I don't know. I remember Liquid Snake during the Hind D boss fight in Solid 1. He was very quick about those dodges.
I hated that boss fight.
Yeah. Boss fights in Metal Gear Solid 1 aren't really that good. So I don't blame you.
No, some of them can be pretty good. Pretty interesting, to be honest, if done right.
Yeah, I've done right. Yeah.
Like, like the most interesting one from the MGS1, the Psycho Mantis one fight. That's one of the most iconic ones.
Oh yeah, well yeah, there's that for the whole spectacle of the Psycho Mantis reading your shit.
We're never gonna have moments like that in gaming ever again.
No. Well, all the other games try to have their Psycho Mantis moment. All the other games try to have their Psycho Mantis moment. I can't remember what Solid 2 was off the top of my head. Solid 3 tried to have something with the Sorrow boss fight, because that boss fight was essentially, well, it wasn't really a fight. It was just like a slow tread through a river. But like you got to see all the bodies of all the people that you killed throughout the game up until that point. Like normal enemies included. I think no matter what, like if you didn't kill any of the normal enemies, like you'd still see the bosses you fought before, because the Sorrow is the last boss you fight before the final boss. So they tried to have their moment with that, because that one is it's different determining how many enemies you killed in the game, but still they try to have their moments. Yeah, it's not really a boss fight per se. It's just like an experience moment, kind of like Psychomantis, but that's as far as that goes, really.